Welcome to the Awakened Healer podcast. I'm your host, Mary Beth Vanderlinden. I'm an ordained Christian minister, international intuitive healer, healer trainer, speaker, and retreat facilitator. On the Awakened Healer podcast, myself and a wide variety of fascinating guests will share our gifts and divine experiences. I won't shy away from diving deep and asking big questions during these conversations. In turn, we will open up and share our deepest thoughts on spirituality, angels, intuitive development, crystals, healing of all kinds, and how bridging ancient wisdom with modern science can bring you to a deep and profound healing in every area of your life. Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to the first episode of the Awakened Healer podcast. Thank you for joining me. I am your host, Mary Beth Vanderlinden. I'm an ordained Christian minister, an internationally known intuitive healer, healer trainer, retreat facilitator, and speaker. On the Awakened Healer podcast, myself and a wide variety of fascinating guests will be sharing our gifts and expertise. We'll open up and share our deepest thoughts on spirituality, divine connection, and healing of all kinds, and how bridging ancient wisdom with modern science can bring you to a deep and profound spirit-led healing in every area of your life. People say a cat has 9 lives. Well, I've had 19 so far. I've had 19 miracles with death or near-death experiences in my life, from a 1,000-pound overhead industrial garage door falling from the ceiling at a trucking company and landing on my head like a Chinese gong, to cartwheeling down a flight of 15 steps, which gave me 3 brain hemorrhages, fractured vertebrae, broken ribs, fractured ribs, and my lungs collapsed. I've had spirits step in and show me how to heal from all of these injuries and accidents. My first major incident was at the age of 5. I was actually hit in the face by a car going 30 miles an hour down our neighborhood street in the dark with no lights on. I was hit from the bumper directly in the face area, and I was laying in the street, but I was also up above watching myself. You can imagine the neighborhood, everybody ran out to see a 5-year-old laying dead in the street. But what they didn't know was, as I laid there dead in the street, a man came and breathed into me, and I could feel this warm, flowing energy going through my whole body. And as that happened, with everything in me, I knew that it was Jesus. And at that moment, I came from above and re-entered into my body. And every time I have chills all up and down my arms and back, every time to this day, and I'm shortly I'll be 63, to this day, all those years later, every time I just talk about it, I can feel that same feeling going through my entire body. I get the same chills, everywhere throughout me. And from then on, I had such a connection with Jesus. And then another experience I'd like to talk about is at the age of 12. I was babysitting for a pastor that lived next door to our house. And he had taken me to church to babysit the children in the nursery. And we had come out and done a song for everybody. And we were going to go back in. And he asked me to come over by him. And he said, "Mary Beth, go lay hands on Joanne." She was an elderly woman that was sitting in a wheelchair. And I'm like, "You want me to lay hands on her?" And so I walked up to her, and in your head, your ego would think, oh, her legs, because she was in a wheelchair. But I was real drawn to this huge purple welt she had on her forearm. and I went and laid my hand over it and just held her there. And after about 2 minutes, she said, can you move your hand? You're burning me. And in my mind, I thought, burning her. But when I moved my hand, it looked just like someone had taken a branding iron. It was like scarlet red and embedded down into her skin. And just for a flash, I saw a pile of gray ashes under her skin. But, at 12 years old, I didn't think 2 seconds about it. I just went back to babysitting the kids. And then 3 days later, the pastor was out mowing the lawn and he called me over and he said, "Did you know that Joanne was cured of her cancer?" But at 12, I had never heard of cancer. I didn't even know what that was. And I just said, "Oh, that's nice." And, he went about mowing the lawn and I went about my business. So that was my first experience with healing. And there's nothing different, nothing special about me. We're all unique, precious children of God, and all of us have the ability to heal. Healing comes in many different forms, from overcoming injury and illness to discovering who we truly came here to be, to a smooth transition from this earthly world. The key is knowing what's for your highest good in any given moment. You'll see that I'm very transparent, very authentic, and you're going to hear a lot on this podcast that you may not hear elsewhere. Myself or my guests will be talking about struggles that we've been through, how Spirit stepped in and helped us overcome them, and how you can build a strong connection to Spirit so you can do the same for yourself. I have dealt with death or near-death experiences, severe injuries, homelessness, unemployment, troubled marriages, divorce, miscarriages, and most recently, and this is still really hard to talk about, the loss of my grown child, my son. Sorry. I've also dealt with building different businesses and all the struggles that brings. So I've walked in a lot of your shoes and know you can come out the other side stronger, bolder, braver in knowing your purpose. And I want to be here for you for all of that. You'll hear unique and relevant guests who share their wisdom, their adversities, outcomes, tips, trainings, and inspirations. As a healer, I truly want to see everyone healed, whole, happy. So through my stories and the stories of my guests, our goal is that each episode be Spirit-led for whatever is for the audience's highest good. Awakened Healer podcast, it's here to open your mind and make you aware of all God has put on this earth to bring healing and transformation, to offer you things that will bring you awareness and wholeness in every area of your life. Episodes will normally be 20 to 30 minutes. Some may be longer, some may be shorter. Again, everything is Spirit-led and for your highest good. So we'll take the time we need to serve you in each episode. My intention right now is to share one episode with you each Tuesday at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, with bonus episodes sprinkled in as I'm led, or as really relevant things come up that I just have to share with you at that moment to assist you in moving forward. This show is for you if you're ready for transformation. It's my way to bring encouragement and other insights and teachings that can assist you on your path and into who you truly came here to be, and for you to be healed, happy, and healthy. So please tune in, subscribe, become part of my Vibe Tribe, and share these episodes with those that you feel may benefit from them. We're all here to support each other. So next, I want to tell you where you can get in touch, because I do want to be there for you through your struggles to lift you up and support you. On my website, spiritledhealinginstitute.com, you'll find several ways I can support you. If you're struggling with challenges in your personal health or life, I still do some private sessions. And also I do a clearing and activation each month to deal with current frequencies that have come in and are affecting people. If you find yourself drawn to healing and you're looking to add healing to your toolkit so that you can get quicker, more profound results yourself, or with your own clients, I'm here to help you discover your own healing gifts and an action plan that you can take to integrate healing into your life or into your business. I also want to invite you to download my free PDF checklist called Am I a Healer? This has 20 signs that you yourself may be a healer. So that's a good thing to look over. You can find that again at spiritledhealinginstitute.com, or there'll be a link in the show notes. So just click over and download your free Am I a Healer PDF and connect with our growing community of like-minded soul sisters who are building their connection with spirit and learn tips and techniques to open up to healing and awareness in every area of your life. Click subscribe to join on this journey so you don't miss anything. And I would love for you to leave a comment or let me know what you would like to see covered in the future shows. Before you subscribe, I do have a disclaimer. I work from home and I have 5 grandchildren at this time. They're age 6 to 21. So you may hear an occasional squeal or laughter in the background or a lawnmower buzzing by, but this is life. And part of the purpose of the show is to get you to easily and effortlessly roll with life. So I share all of my life with you. Don't expect perfection. You're not going to get it. Just expect someone that loves the Lord, loves you, loves sharing what serves you. This show's for you no matter what your spiritual background is. We all want to be led for our highest good in life. Life is perfectly imperfect, and that's what you can expect in the podcast. For the most part, I will not be editing out imperfections. Everything happens for a reason, and that imperfection that shows up during the show, that might be the exact encouragement that someone needs to just be authentic in themselves for the first time in their life. So we're all in this together, one big vibe tribe, loving, learning, and supporting each other. So be sure to click subscribe and tune in for the next episode of the Awakened Healer podcast, airing each Tuesday at 3 a.m. Eastern. God bless you. Thank you for joining me on the Awakened Healer podcast. Did you enjoy the show? If yes, please subscribe and give me 5 on a review, that is, on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Leave a review or your comments and let me know what you loved or would love to learn about on future shows. We all need encouragement, including me. Find out more information on my website at spiritledhealinginstitute.com. Be blessed, and remember, if you're good with you and good with God, you're good.